flip, and we about to do some mechanic stuff again. We're starting off with our lovely C4 like we always do because once again it's blazing hot out here. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so here is what we're gonna do today. This is gonna be number 4 from fixing the problem with our cooling system. We got the oil out of the cooling system. We put the new oil filter gasket in. We put the transcooler in. We bled the system. Everything was looking amazing. I filled the car with oil, and then I took it for its test drive, and we didn't go very far. And I'm believing that the oil level sensor is faulty. I think it's bad. We checked it the first time. The sensor read okay. Then less than 5 minutes later, it went halfway down. Another 10 minutes, and it went all the way down to out of court. So we're either leaking a lot of oil, which I do not believe this is the case, or we are dealing with a faulty BMW oil level sensor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop out underneath the car. We're gonna drain our oil. We're going to measure our oil and see how much is actually in the car. And then we'll be able to tell if this sensor is working properly or not. And it shouldn't take us too long. But with this one, I'm definitely going to want to disconnect the battery on this one because we don't want power running to the car. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to switch the camera around right now. All right, we're switching the camera. So here is the tools that you're going to need for this. You're going to need a 10 millimeter. You obviously need a light. We're going to need a couple little torque wrenches, some electrical cleaner. We have our sensor in a bag and a couple other things. Oh yeah, and you're going to need your oil filter wrench. So let me throw on my gloves real quick and we're going to get ready. We're going to get ready to knock this out. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. Once again, it's about 115 degrees. It's about 115 degrees outside in lovely Vegas. And I'm going to have to put a different pair of gloves on. And we're just going to get this knocked out. This will be the last thing to do on the car. Then it'll be running good. And then we can start doing some cool stuff to it. We're going to retint the lights. We're going to give it a brand new paint job. We're going to paint the wheels. We're going to put a lowering kit. We're going to put some coilovers on it. We're going to put a custom exhaust on it. So let's get this oil level sensor done, and then we can move on to what we're doing. So here, let me switch the camera around. We're going to switch the camera around, and here we go. All right, so when you're doing this, you're going to want to make sure your battery is disconnected because we are working near power. So you just got a little 10 millimeter for your negative battery cable, and you want to bring your battery cable over like this and get it away and let this like kind of hook right here so it doesn't ground out or send any power to the car. So now we got no power to the car. Now we're going to need a 17 millimeter. We're going to need a 17 millimeter. Hold on one second here. Let me set this down. Shit. Damn. My gimbal almost died right now. We're going to need a 17 millimeter to break loose our oil plug. And we're also going to grab our oil pan here and our creeper. So let's get on underneath the car. And I'm going to try to bring, I don't know how far I can bring this camera. I'm going to try to bring the camera like right about, let's see if you can see what I'm doing. Let me switch the camera around. And we got action. There we go. I mean, you can kind of see what's going on, y'all. There we go. We're underneath the car. We got the car raised up. I'm going to slide under here really quickly. I'm going to slide under the car with barely enough room. Holy crap. This thing is... I definitely didn't jack it up high enough, but it's okay. All right, now I'm just going to break loose our oil plug. There we go. Wow, there's just enough room for me to get underneath here. Just enough room. I gotta lower the car too. I gotta lower the car because we're at the wrong angle right now with this car. So you want to carefully unwind your plug. Make sure you don't drop the little washer that's on your plug at the same time. It's getting ready. 1, 2, 3, and go. And we're getting most of it. We're looking pretty good. Remember, this is brand new oil. We just did the oil change yesterday. But the whole purpose of this, we're going to change the oil level sensor. And because I don't think the oil level sensor in this car is working properly. So we're going to measure this oil in a second. I got to go up top and release the top, the oil cap on the top too, to let out some of the pressure. But it's flowing nicely. It's flowing really nicely. We're just going to let it. I'm trying to make sure that I get all this oil. It's coming up to the top pretty quick. So it doesn't feel, I don't think we're low on oil at all, man. Honestly, we could be over on oil. Because it's almost to the top of our container right now. I put 6.5 liters in this car. And I think it has at least 6.5. It's like peaking. It's getting really close to the top. So I don't think our sensor's working properly. If you're just tuning in, we're working on a 2008 BMW 3 Series N52 motor. I believe the oil level sensor is bad, and we're going to change that. We're going to change that really quick. Holy shit, the oil is to the top. The oil is to the top, y'all. It is dead to the top. It's just now starting to run out. I don't want this to go over. It's so close. I think there's way too much oil in this car, y'all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think there's way too much oil. It's like at the freaking top. I think the sensor is faulty. Yeah, for sure. This is wild. This thing is super close to going over. I don't want it to go over. Oh yeah, this is so close. This is so close to a danger zone right here. Ugh. I think there's a little bit too much oil in the car right now. For sure. Oh, sorry about the shots. I'm trying to get the shots before this guy completely covers the bottom floor in oil. It's so close though. It's looking pretty good. I just have, damn bro, this is like, and it's hot too. I gotta just be real careful that I don't. There we go. All right. Woo! This boy is full. All right, so for y'all that are watching, we took this car for the first test drive yesterday after doing a bunch of work to it, and it started giving me an oil light. It started giving me a low oil light, and within a matter of a couple minutes, it gave me a no oil light. And I was pretty sure by looking underneath the car that there was no leaks. I was pretty sure there was no leaks, like there's nothing dripping underneath the car or anything. So it wasn't making sense how the oil level would drop so much. Bear in mind that this car just came back with a bunch of overheating issues, oil in the coolant, all kinds of stuff. So I don't want to repeat that with this car. So far, I'm gonna pull this oil out carefully. Now, I think it's really safe to say that our sensor is not working properly. And this is how I'm gonna prove my point here. So the N52 motor takes 6.5 liters. And if y'all look at that, dude, that is what came out of the car. I think that's more than 6.52 liters. That's like 725. It's almost going over the outside, the edge of the car. So I want to carefully pour this into jugs and see if we can get to measure this. What's cool about these liquid moly containers is they have like a measuring point right here. If you look, there's a little itty bitty marker right here that shows your level of your oil, and there's 5 liters that go into one of these. So we're going to use this as a quick measurement tool to pour our oil in. It's going to be really fun because that oil is to the brim right now. This shit is like to the top. So I'm going to try to do this as best as possible without spilling this. But this is, man, this is a lot of oil right here. All right, wish me luck, man. Wish me luck. Oh yeah. This is crazy amount of oil. Don't spill. Don't spill. Ah, fuck. So much for don't spill. Shit. It's too much. All right, well, I think I just spilt like a liter. Well, I guess I'm going to have to measure the oil. Luckily, I got more backup oil, but this is a mess. This is a super mess right here. Once we get to this certain markup here, this will be 5 liters. There's a certain point where it's 5 liters, and then whatever we got left, we're definitely going to have to fill the oil again right about there. So that's 5 liters. And then that's about a liter. So honestly, the amount of oil that I just spilled on the ground is probably half a liter. Oh, this shit is... Oh, that is expensive oil too, man. Bye-bye, liquid moly. We're gonna send you, report some out for the homies right here. All right, so we got 5. We got 5 right here. So I think it's safe to say that I think our oil sensor is bad. It's definitely, there's no low oil at all in the car. I'm going to come over really quickly, and we're going to take our oil filter wrench, and we're just going to release it up top here to remove our pressure to see if we got any more oil to come out. Give me 1 second here. Let me grab this ratchet. Sorry if the light's not that good. I do have a light right here. Oh yeah, you know what? I keep forgetting about this. There's a light on the gimbal. There we go. Light it up for y'all, who's ever to continue to watch here. So we're gonna break loose our oil filter on the top. And remember, this is brand new oil. This is brand new oil. We just changed the oil yesterday. And so this should be, all I'm doing is just, I wanted to release the pressure, get the rest of that oil. See how nice, clean BMW oil it is? Good, happy car right here. All right, so I'm just gonna put this just kind of set this right here because now we know that it's not holding anything up. And I want to do one other thing. Wow, this sucks. We got a massive oil thing to clean up. But so far, we're not looking bad. We're not looking bad. I was really worried that I might be doing some engine damage, that I got some other issue with the car, because BMWs are known for running out of oil and ruining the motors. So we didn't want to take any chances at that. So I'm going to jack the car up just a little bit. Oh my gosh, this thing is... I'm gonna jack the car up a little bit. I'm gonna lower this down because I want this at an angle. We want it a little bit lower to tilt any of the last little bit of oil out of the car. Boom, like that. If y'all can see in there, let me see if I can get you a shot. See the shot? See how we got more oil coming out right now? So that's gonna get the last little bit of oil. That's gonna get the last little bit of oil from the car. So I think it's safe to say, so far we're at 5 liters plus. I think we actually have, I think that's a liter right there. I think that's about a liter. So we got 6 liters. We got half a liter on the ground right there. That's awesome. So we're gonna have to grab some more oil. So let's grab some more oil. Oh shit, my bad. Y'all want to play a game of blackjack? I'm good. Let's see here. Where'd my oil go? I got a brand new thing of oil over here somewhere. Here we go. Liquid Moly 5W40. So I think the stuff here, let me turn the phone around really quickly. So I think that most of our oil is drained out of the car. So now what I want to do is I want to raise the car, get in the front with the jack, raise the car up really high, because now I got to get underneath that because we're going to replace that sensor. I don't think the sensor is working properly, so we're just going to replace it. Oh my gosh, it's kind of hot out here, y'all. Boom, boom, boom. I get my second workout for the day here. I don't know where my phone is going. What the hell is this thing doing? There we go. So all I'm doing is jacking up the car really quick. I want to get it even, but I want to take this guy high. I need a lot of room. Not too much, but I'm going to put, you know what? I'm just going to put this guy right here. These jack stands they're all right. One more. There we go. I think that'll be good. I'm going to slowly lower it. Slowly lower this guy. There we go. All right. Now we're going to bring the jack. We're going to bring the jack to the other side. We're going to run to the other side, y'all. We're going to run to the other side. Sorry about the light. It's not the best lighting right now. It feels a hell of a lot better though because the sun's not coming out. All I'm doing is jacking up the car. I'm jacking up the car so I can get this camera. Under there. You know what? Y'all probably need a light too. Y'all probably can't even see what I'm doing. Where'd my light go? Here. Here we go. Is this better? Yeah, I can put it on the panel. I'm gonna repaint the car anyway. So it's all gravy. All right, so once again, I'm gonna go on the frame of the car. I don't know. You guys probably can't see what I'm doing, so we'll bring this over here. There we go. That better? All right, so what I'm doing is I want to go on the frame of the car. That's where my lifting point for the jack's gonna be. There's a frame rail right here. This is the highest the jack will go, so I guess this is where we're going. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I want to slowly lower it. There we go. Boom. Good enough. She's on. And now I want that room. I mean, honestly, I don't think I need that much room. I think I can get the sensor done at this angle, but I want to show you guys how to do it. So I'm going to just bring this guy up. I'm going to bring this guy up from the back here. So we're going to come over here. You're going to roll the jack. You're going to roll the jack all the way down to your rear end. Make sure that you're lined up on your rear end. It's kind of hard to see. I can see what I'm doing, but y'all can't see what I'm doing. This is the lifting point on the back of the 3 Series. So you want to make sure that you're there. You can see the car raising, so we know we're on it. And then it just takes a little bit of a workout to get this guy. There's got to be a better way. We almost got there. The wheels are off the ground now. This is a really good workout right here. Okay. All right. That was fun. All right, so now that we got the backup, you definitely want to put jack stands to support it before you go underneath the car. Whew. That's a good little workout right there. All right, so we're gonna put our jack stand right here. Boom. If you're just joining, we are doing a replacement oil level sensor on a BMW 3 Series with cool rotors. BMW 3 Series 2008 N52 motor, because our oil level sensor was not reading correctly. So I'm going to show how to replace this oil level sensor. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy, I gotta say. This job is pretty easy. But a lot of people have asked me how to do it. So, all right. So, whoo, shit, it's hot. All right. So we're gonna need a 10 millimeter. We're gonna need a 10 millimeter for the sensor. So I want to have a 10 with the ratchet. I'm going to bring this guy, and we're also going to need a pick tool. We're going to need a couple pick tools, and we want some electrical cleaner too. And we'll take the torque wrench with us also. Let's just get this guy knocked out all the way, the right way, so we don't have to come back underneath the car. So let's do this. Let me grab this guy. Let me grab this guy. Whew. All right, we got the light, everything. All right, we're getting ready to go back underneath the car in just a second. I'm taking a quick water break. All right. It is time. All right, we got our tools. Let's see what I can do to get this shot for y'all. I got my bolts. All right. So, bear with me. Oh, wow, that's a pretty nice sunset right there. Not a bad sunset at all. Oh, wow. I'm dying of heat exhaustion here. I don't know if I can get this gimbal. I don't know if I can get this gimbal with me underneath the car, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. This is like super tight spacing. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do here. Let me flip the camera around. It might not be high enough. All right, bro. Okay. This is a tough one right here. All right, so let me switch this camera around. So here is, let's see if I can get this. I'm gonna take the base off, but I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be wild. All right, so here's what we're trying to do. Oh, this is like, there's no room under here, y'all. So here, where's it at? Here is your oil. This is your oil level sensor. And hopefully I can get this guy off, without dropping this gimbal. Let's see if we can get this gimbal to like kind of stabilize here. Hopefully. I'm gonna pray that we can get it. I'm gonna try to get you guys the best shot I can. All right, so there's 2 tabs and you should be able to, there we go, see? 2 tabs, we're able to just get the connector off. And before we put our new sensor in here, we want to clean. I disconnected the power already. We got electrical cleaner. This QD electrical cleaner, and this cleans the contacts. Y'all can see how much freaking stuff is all over this sensor. Works pretty good though. Now you can read it's a BMW sensor, but I'm still gonna change it. The sensor is just held in with 3 10mm. Did I just tighten it? Yeah, I did. Shit. Make sure it's loosening. Wow, these are in here tight. These are in here tight, y'all. So these shouldn't be in there that tight. But maybe this guy's gotten hot. There we go. There's 1, 2, 3. Boom. All right. Now we're going to come back over and we're going to pull. It's just 3 bolts. It's just 3 nuts. And then you can just kind of pull the sensor down. I thought this sensor would still be good. It's only a couple years old, but apparently not. Here's your sensor, but we do got to replace this this seal. And see, this was a BMW sensor, and I don't know why. This is an older model sensor, so maybe it's fried itself. It's gone bad. This isn't the latest version of the sensor. So now I got to bring you guys back up, because what we have to do is you got to replace this seal. this seal on the bottom of the sensor, it's just pushed in here. The seal is just pushed in, but you can tell that this one, obviously, it needs a new seal. So let's first put our plug back in. So we're gonna put our plug, and our plug is, let me see if I can get this to turn without knocking it. Shit. Okay. So let's put our oil plug. The oil plug, the drain plug for the M52 engine is 18 foot-pounds. So you just want to be really careful when you wind this guy in, and we're going to torque it to 18 foot-pounds. It is a 17 millimeter, which I'm pretty sure I brought with me. If not, we got to go back up top. It looks like we got to go back up top. I got my torque wrench, but we got to get the 17, and we got to change the sensor seal. So let's go back up top here. Hold on a second. We're going back up top. Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna take the seal and oops. All right, we got our new. Here's our new BMW seal right here, and I'm gonna try to do this with one hand because I took the base off of our. You know what? I'm gonna have to put the base back on because I need a little bit of stabilizing to do this. It's really hard to dig this seal out with one hand, y'all, so bear with me. Here we go. All right, so you just carefully dig the seal out. This guy will come right out, boom, like that. Pull the seal out. She's good. And then there's like little grooves that it fits in, and then you just kind of wind it. You can kind of match it up with the grooves, and then just press the seal back in, just like this. Make sure that it goes into the groove. There we go. Make sure that the seal is seated all the way before we put the sensor back in, because we don't want this guy to leak. But you can see it's the BMW sensor, and that's the proper part number, the 760790. That's the proper part. All right, I'm gonna get my 17 millimeter as soon as I can find it. I think I did take it with me underneath here. Where did it go though? Y'all ever lose sockets? Because it looks like I lost I got a 17 millimeter that I need, and I don't see where it went. What the hell is going on here? Oh, here it is. I found it. All right, so we need a 17 mil, and I got my little cheap torque wrench here for the sensor for the oil plug, because my other one, my adapter broke. So we just want to set this guy to 18 foot-pounds. So it's 18 foot-pounds. So there's 20. There's 20. And here's 18 foot-pounds right there. You read it because it's like on the 20, and then it's minus these two. So 9, 8. So we're on 18 foot-pounds, and we're just going to torque this guy until she clicks. Oh, man. And then the sensor is 10 Newton meters. So we got a totally different. I'm going to try to take y'all back with me underneath. It's going to be interesting. We're going to make it happen. I'm going to get you guys the shot so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, we're going back underneath the car, and let's see if I can keep this guy from spinning right about. Well, that's a good shot. That's a pretty good shot. All right, so with the bare amount of room I got down here, I'm going to take my torque wrench. I'm going to take my torque wrench. It's a 17 millimeter, and I'm just going to go until it clicks. Hear that? Boom. That's 18. That's 18 Newton meters right there. We can do it. It feels a little bit loose. There we go. There we go. No more than that. No more than that. Don't overstrip. All right. Now we're going to put in our oil level sensor right here. Let's see if I can get it to go without, hold on one second here. All right, there's where your oil level sensor goes. And I'm just gonna clean off the sensor really quickly. This came out of another BMW N63 motor, but the sensors are identical. And we're just gonna line it up. It's got the brand new seal. And make sure this guy is pretty clean. Everything is good right here. And then we're just going to bring this in, and we're going to put in, there's just 3 10 millimeter nuts that hold this guy in here. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get these guys in here and spin them down. And we already cleaned our sensor plug. So, and the time to do this is when you're doing your oil change. Obviously, you can't get this done when you're doing your, if you're not doing your oil, because all your oil will come right out when you do this sensor. Because I had somebody ask me, can I do this sensor before I do my oil change? I'm like, nope, you got to do it. You got to do it during. So now we're going to tighten these down to 10 Newton meters. I'm looking to see where I'm at 960. I'm already at 10. I'm already at 10 Newton meters. So we're just going to tighten these. We're going to go like basically star patterns, the best that we can do to make this sensor go flush. And we're just going to keep going till we clicks. We're just about at the clicking point here. We're almost there. We're going to do one more. We're going to keep going until she clicks. There we go. There's a click. There we go. There's the click. And there's the click. Y'all hear that? Click. 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 Don't go past the click, or else you're going to have problems. And now we're just going to plug our oil level sensor back in. It's all clean. The whole bottom is all clean. I might want to take a rag and clean some of this oil up, because I want to see where we got a leak. And I think our leak is, honestly, I think our oil pan is leaking. It looks like our oil pan is leaking, and that is a pain in the ass, y'all. Let me tell you what, I did that on another Beamer. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of work. That is a ton of work. It's not that bad of work. It's not that bad of work if you have a lift, but if you do the oil pan on your Beamer in your front driveway on jack stands, it is absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous like how much work it is. It's a crazy amount of work. I did it in my friend's condo garage, and it took me like 14 hours, 16 hours to do it. It is a very tedious process. All right, so now we are going to go, and we're going to put our, hold on one second here. All right, so we are going to tighten our oil filter back up. I'm going to tighten this guy back up, and we're going to torque this guy. We're going to torque this guy to 25 Newton meters. And let's see where we at. We're at foot pounds. 33. Yeah, that's a lot. You know what? We don't even really have to torque this one. We can just do it. You can just do You can do this one by hand. It's not that difficult. Let me just get this guy. Bear with me. We're moving the camera around. We're moving the camera around. All right, so here we go. Now I can just take this guy and tighten it. Let me bring it down to 25 Newton meters. We will torque this guy down. Let's see, we're at 30. I don't think this guy even goes down to 25 Newton meters. So the only thing, I'm just gonna give it a little hand torque right there. That's good. I'm happy with that. And you can use like a little screwdriver to pop this guy off. Boom. Now, everything's ready to put our oil back in. We got our new sensor. We got our brand new oil that we already had in the car. So now we're going to hopefully get a good reading. Hopefully we're going to get a good reading on our sensor. I am going to put the spout back on because that's going to get all over the car unless... Now, you know what? We're just going to do it with... We're going to try it with this. This is a little... It's a little sketchy with this funnel because if this thing doesn't hold and it goes somewhere, then this thing is going to be a big mess. All right. So we're going to pour the 5 liters back. There we go. Remember, I just changed the oil yesterday, so this is brand new oil. And this is our first 5 liters. We have a sealed system at the bottom, so there shouldn't be any leaking. The only problem with this cap, this funnel, is that it really can't handle that much oil. At one time, it's like right up at the top, if you can see what I'm doing. I'll move it around so you can see where it's at. It's like right at the top. It's not moving that much. It's not moving that much oil. See, I have to be real careful so it doesn't go all over the engine. All right, so we're looking good so far. This engine takes 6.5 liters. 6.5 liters, N52. It's the B30, I believe. It's the N52 B30 engine. Naturally aspirated 6-cylinder. And I do have the stage 2, or not the stage 2, but I do have the 330i to 328 to 330i tune on it with the upgraded intake and DISAs. And it makes a major difference, y'all. It makes a major difference. Makes a major difference in performance, everything. All right, so now we want to measure how much oil. So now we got 5 liters. We got 5 liters in the car. We want to see what this is. And then we're going to just, wow, there's like water at the bottom too. We don't want to do that. Don't want to put any water in the oil. That would be bad. All right, so hopefully this is, I'm going to say this is at least a liter or maybe more. I want to see where this guy's at. Let's see here. Any guesses? Any guesses, y'all? Let's see here. I think it's almost a liter, honestly. Let's see here. Let's take a look, see. This guy is just below the liter mark. All right, so what I got to do is, let's see, where's our mark at? This is hard to see, though. Here's one mark. There's another mark over here somewhere. Man, I can't even see it. Oh, there it is. I can feel it. So we need to pour enough oil to come up to this point right here. And then that will be our 6.5. So I'm going to do that now. All right, very cool, very cool. So luckily, I got another container of oil here. And I'm using the liquid moly, guys. This is the 5W40 liquid moly. I like this oil. You can use Ravenol too. That stuff's pretty good as well. And I want to pour up. There's the mark for the 2nd liter. So I want to pour right to the middle here. And then that'll be our 6.5 liters. And then I'll be pretty happy with that. I know that I have a good oil level. And then maybe we'll take it for, we might take it for a test drive. I don't know, maybe. Maybe. All right, that is about, there we go. This is 1.5 liters right here. Here's the 2 liter mark. Here's the 1 liter. So we're at 1.5 liters. And this is your level for your engine. This is your 6.5 liters for the engine. All right, so let's go back up top. Let's put the rest of our oil in here. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'll feel really good when the oil level sensor tells me it's the right level. All right, so I'm just gonna pour the remainder carefully. Come on, baby, there we go. I'm gonna pour the remainder of our oil in here. Carefully. The problem with these engines is if you spill the oil, it goes down around the number 3 coil pack. And it can cause some issues if you spill too much and you start shorting out the connections and stuff. So you don't want to do that. You'll get misfires on your car if you spill too much oil. Oops, there's a ring. Okay, so this is 6.5 liters, y'all. This is 6.5 for the M52, so we have proper oil. We have proper oil in the car. We know now the level is proper. We got the sensor replaced. So I'm happy with that. And let's see here. All right, so now that we got that done, oh man, it is a hot one today. Now that we got that done, we are going to, and this sensor could still be good, but I don't think it is, honestly. I know I got the proper oil level now. I know everything is torqued up. Everything is torqued up properly. And now I want to come over and drink some more C4 because it is freaking hot right now, y'all. I gotta drink some more of this. I gotta get ready to clean up that oil slick over there. All right. So now we got everything done on the motor. Everything is good. I'm happy with it. And now it's time to, you know what, we can connect the power in just a second. We'll connect the power in just a second. Sorry, I had to drink. It's freaking extremely hot. Extremely hot, y'all. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's get our power connected. Let's put our light on. Let's put our light on because it is dark, y'all. It is dark. It is dark. It's Saturday night and the Beamer is almost alive again. Let's go. This is a 2008 BMW 328 M Sport. And we just did a bunch of motor work, everything. We're getting ready to fire it up and make sure our oil level sensor is working properly. And it's about time to hook the power up. Give me 1 second though, because I'm still trying to drink the rest of my drink here. All right, I'm back. All right, so the battery cable is 10 Newton meters as well. So if we're gonna get all fancy with it, if we're gonna get all fancy with it, we'll torque the battery cable too. Remember, we had the negative disconnected, so we weren't running power, so we didn't fry anything. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, baby. There we go, right here. And make sure this guy is, it kind of does work better with the drill. This is definitely the slow route. Oh man, this is way too slow. All right, let's get our drill, man. The drill works better. We don't need to torque it. As long as the battery cable is tight, we're good. All right, so let's come over here. Let's come over here, torque this guy. Make sure we have a good connection. We're good. All right. Now we can put our piece back. This car was down for like 3 months, y'all. This car was down for a minute. All right. All right, I can close. Well, I won't close this just yet. All right, so now we got power. Let's go ahead and take the car. Let's go ahead and lower the car now. So I'm gonna bring the jack stand over here. I'm gonna raise it up just a little bit. And then, as long as we got enough clearance to remove these jack stands right here, see? Watch your fingers when you lower the jack stand too, because it's really easy to smash your fingers. You come back over to the other side here, and boom, lift it up, lower. It was on the frame rail, y'all, so that's the proper place to lift the car. And now we're gonna get ready to lower this guy. Be real careful when you lower. You want to make sure that you lower it really slow, because this engine, the end of the car will come down very quickly and it can injure you. So I try to make it really careful here. It likes to stick. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right, it's unstuck. Now I'm just gonna slowly. Woo! That was still too fast. Still gets a little bit. That was a little bit sketchy, y'all. That was a little bit sketchy. You want to lower the car a lot slower than that. You could injure yourself pretty easy doing that. All right. Get all this cat litter out of the way. Once again, I'm gonna come over to my lifting point. Make sure that that's oil that I spilt. I'm gonna come over to my lifting point. There we go. Pull this guy down. Oh, it doesn't want to go down. There we go. Well, that one's kind of cheap. All right. Slowly lower the car down. There we go. Slowly. That's about the level when you're working on jack stands. That's the level that you want to lower your car, so you don't accidentally smash yourself. You don't drop it off the jack stand or something like that. So let's bring it back around. We got one more side to go. Now, I will say really quick, for everybody that's watching, after I bring the car down, I need to clear the codes, and I clear the codes with Pro Tool. That's like my favorite one that I use. There we go. That's our final jack stand. I'm gonna slowly lower this guy. Hold on. I'm gonna slowly lower it. We're on the frame, just like this. That's the kind of speed that you want your car to come down. See, if you bring it down too fast like that, it can do bad things. All right, so we got our power hooked up. Whew, it is hot. Let me do a quick update. So here is the update. We have our oil level sensor in. We got our oil measured, 6.5 liters. I might as well just come around the camera. All right, so what we got done is we got our oil level sensor done. We have it all torqued in. We have our proper oil level, which is like 6.5 liters. That's what the M52 engine takes. We spilt about half a liter on the ground, which is going to be fun cleaning up. But as long as our oil level sensor we put in is good, we know our oil level is good. And once we clear the codes, we're going to be able to see, we're going to look under the car after it's running and see if we see any leaks. We want to make sure that there's no substantial leaks coming out, because now we know for a fact that our engine oil is perfectly level. And hopefully the oil level sensor will say that. So maybe we'll go for a test drive in a minute. But I'm going to end this live because I need to get to my Pro Tool to clear out these codes before I start the car. So for everybody, whoo, look at how nice that background is. For everybody that watched the stream, thank you very much. For everybody that's showing support for the channel, thank you very much. We're getting really close to 2,200 subs. Just hit 1 million views like 2 days ago. So thank everybody for that. Really appreciate everybody's support. I'm hoping I'm helping people all over the world on their BMW cars. But I'm going to sign out, and I might come back for the live for the test drive, but I might not. But I have to turn the phone off to clear the codes. So for everybody that's watching, have yourself a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next live. Peace.